Now here's another bull that you need to tame. It's called volatility. I'm sure you've heard this in newspapers, on television. The Sensex and Nifty are very volatile. This happens all the time. The only difference is, you see, volatility basically means price movement. Wherever there are market forces of buyers and sellers, there will be price movement. Now we see volatility everywhere, including at places like diesel prices, where the government hikes it up and brings it down. Even gold is susceptible to volatility. Now, we say that gold is a safe investment, but have you tracked gold during the Diwali period? There's a lot of consumption of gold, and there's always movement and higher volatility of gold during that time. Now, based on historical movements, we can calculate how much a stock is likely to move in a range, upwards or downwards. So, quantifying this actually puts you at ease and gives you an idea of how much a stock can move. How this is basically done is called historical volatility or implied volatility. What we do is we look at the movement of the stock in the last, say, 1 year, and say on average it moves a certain percentage, and we can say that it's likely to continue that in the future. Now there's one inextricably thing connected with this, and that is probability. If you can quantify something, probability always comes into the picture. Higher volatile stocks, and you are likely to pay a higher premium. If it's a lower volatile stock, you're likely to pay a lower amount. You see, volatility is a dynamic thing. It keeps changing. So as the day closes, we include that data into the historical volatility, and that number keeps fluctuating. So if you have a stock which suddenly moves up for no reason or because of a news, the volatility has gone up, hence the premium will also go up. So the connection over here between volatility and premium is price. If a stock is higher volatile, if it exhibits more volatility, the premium will go up. If it's flat and not moving at all, the premium shrinks. Now, if you remember, some time back, Sun Pharma and Ranbaxy had a deal. What that means is that when that deal was announced and that rally came, the volatility was higher than usual. So you paid a higher amount in premium. If a stock is trading at 100 and has a volatility of, say, 5%, that's about 5 rupees, what do you think are the chances of the stock touching 130? I'd say pretty low. Can it happen? Of course it can. But what are the chances? What is the probability? Pretty low. Now let's look at a different stock. It's also trading at 100 rupees and has a volatility of 50%. That's about 50 rupees. What do you think are the chances of this stock touching 130? I'd say pretty high. So the chance that it's hitting your strike price is higher for a volatile stock. Therefore, you pay a higher premium, right? And the chance for it touching your strike price is lower for a low volatile stock. So you pay a lower premium.